they just released new set images of Masters of the Universe.
Did you just?
Oh my God! It's the Eternius. Oh, now I just.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, welcome to the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep dancing to.
It's not pink over here, though, so...
Oh, okay. So, to movies don't suck, it's something to do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today, we're going to review two movies. One VOD, one at the theater that you can go see for your happy selves. Both kind of action-y movies.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah. Well, I guess the first one's more like a horror thriller, psycho thriller.
Yeah, I mean, but it's hard to explain.
All right, the first movie is called Cars.
I thought it was called something else. Oh, it's called Locked.
It's called Locked. it's called Locked. Starring the one and only the guy who's at this point, I think. Well, we'll talk about it later. Mr. It himself, Bill Skarsgard.
Leave there your conveniences. Set out the deed and sit.
Would you not wish to wait till morning?
I wish you to do as I request.
Yes. Of course, sir.
Lord.
Pardon me, sir.
Your lord. I will be addressed as the honor of my blood demands it.
Yes, my lord.
From Neil?
Nosferatu.
Good job.
That was easy. Come on. I still have you a hat around here somewhere. Then on top of that, the only other actor in this entire movie.
There's a few others, but this one only one that matters.
There's a few other, but let's be honest, 98% of this movie is just these two guys. The other one being one of the greatest evil guys in the entire world. He's started his career at the age of 55 playing Hannibal Lecter, Mr. Anthony Hopkins.
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. You fly back to school now, little Starling. Fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly.
From Silence of the Lambs. I gotta do that.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't continue that scene because I think right after that's when she gets like jizz thrown on her.
Didn't show that on the YouTube video, so.
Yeah. The next part's when she's like walking down and he yells, come back or whatever, or Clarice, come here if you need to know whatever. I can't remember what he says, but yeah. But those are the two major people that play in the movie Locked, which is on VOD. We and Chris have watched it, and it's produced by good old Sam Raimi.
Yeah. So
if you know that guy.
Yeah, I think I've heard of him. Have you guys heard of fucking Spider-Man? 1, 2, and 3?
Or Evil Dead 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah, or 3 is Evil Army of Darkness, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still Evil Dead.
Okay. All right, yeah, he's done a bunch of stuff. He's a nerd king.
That's Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi. Anyway, second this week is the number 1. Okay, number 2, because what beat it this week is not a new movie. We'll talk about that later during the news segment. But the number 1 movie at the box office this week, The Accountant 2, first starring the one, the only, you know him as the best Batman out there, Ben Affleck.
Every day I come by your house and I pick you up. And we go out, we have a few drinks and a few laughs, and it's great. You know what the best part of my day is? for about 10 seconds from when I pull up to the curb when I get to your door. Because I think maybe I'll get up there and I'll knock on the door and you won't be there. No goodbye, no see you later, no nothing. Just left. I don't know much, but I know that.
You know, pretty good scene from Good Will Hunting.
Dogma. Yeah, Dogma is a great movie. Dogma is one of my favorite movies with Ben Affleck.
Yeah, sorry.
What movie did Ben Affleck star in where he was known for sleeping with girls in uncomfortable places?
All of them?
No. You mean like the backseat of a Volkswagen?
Tell me what movie that is, Neil.
That's Mallrats.
I tried to find a clip for one Mallrats where he talked for more than 4 seconds at a time, but it's hard to find. So
yeah, and Mallrats is not he doesn't talk a lot. Mallrats. Dogma would be the only Kevin Smith.
I should have gone with that one.
All right. Also in this movie, Punisher himself, Mr. John Bernthal.
I'm smack dab in the middle of my right goddamn mind, and any scumbag, any lowlife, any maggot piece of shit that I put down, I did it because I liked it. Hell, I loved it. I'm sitting here, I'm just itching. I'm itching to do it again. And you think what? You think you're gonna send me to a nut house? Some doctor, they're gonna get me to stop from doing what I want to do? Well, that ain't happening. Not on my watch. You people, you call me the Punisher, ain't that right? The big bad Punisher. Here I am. You want it?
Remove the witness.
I am the Punisher. I'm right here. You want it? I'll give it to you.
There we go.
My favorite thing is that is obviously from when he plays the Punisher in the original Daredevil series. In the new Daredevil series, Born Again on Disney right now, he plays the Punisher again. And when he sees that cops are wearing his symbol, he literally makes fun of them because he kills cops and corrupt cops. That's literally his thing. And he goes, you guys are idiots for thinking anything other than that. So if you see a cop with the Punisher symbol on their vehicle or that blue or right stuff like that, you call them an idiot for not knowing what the hell they're talking about.
That works.
But it always works. It gets you right out of that speeding ticket.
Hey, fucking idiot. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking pig. Anyway, Cynthia Addai-Robinson.
The faithful believe that when the petals of the white...
That's not... Yeah.
The faithful believe that when the petals of the white tree fall, 'tis no idle thing, but the very tears of the Valar themselves. A living reminder that their eyes and their judgment are ever upon us.
From War of the Rings, Ring of Power. Lady Muriel.
Oh, I haven't seen Rings of Power yet. Any good?
No, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen Rings of Power. It's in my queue to watch, but then I have so much other
shit, dude. So much shit to watch.
I know. I want to watch that. I did finally finish Daredevil. Mm-hmm. I finally finished.
What's your thoughts on it?
I like Daredevil Born Again. I mean,
is it as good as the old Daredevil though?
I really miss Karen and Foggy.
How about the F word? The F word missing that too?
Whatever. I don't give a shit about that.
Okay.
But it's a comic book. It's made for kids, bro. Okay. What do you want?
All right, that's fine. Yeah. Fair enough.
You know?
Yeah.
But I can't remember what I was going to say. J.K. Simmons.
I'm upset.
Say it so the whole band can hear you.
I'm upset.
Louder!
I'm upset.
Louder!
I'm upset.
You are a worthless, friendless, bagged-lipped little piece of shit whose mommy left daddy when she figured out he wasn't Eugene O'Neill, and who is now weeping and slobbering all over my drum set like a fucking 9-year-old girl. So for the final father-fucking time, say it louder!
I'm upset.
And I was upset after watching the movie because of how awful J.K. Simmons was. It's a great movie though. He's just such a piece of shit.
He is one of the greatest actors ever.
Yeah,
I love anything he's in. And then Daniela.
Yeah.
Pinda,
Panada, something like that.
Panada.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with that.
Watch out. I can't can't take the bullet out without a transfusion from another animal. Which one of you knows how to find a vein? Oh, I did a blood drive for the Red Cross. Great. Okay. Franklin, take over for Claire.
No.
Franklin, now. All of the animals should be sedated. Look for any kind of tetanura. Their blood type should be close enough. Look for carnivores with 2 or 3 fingers, no more than 3. I think there's one on board.
So, Neil, I don't expect you to know that, but it's only one.
Is that Jurassic Park?
Which one?
That is Fallen Kingdom?
Damn, dude, you're good. Yes.
Yeah. You know why, Chris?
Why?
Because I hang out at the Pink Pony Club.
Okay. That's how you know. Okay, well, I should probably give her a detail, right?
Yeah, you should tell them, Chris. Where can they find us?
You can find us online, movies.net. We're at facebook.com/movies-podcast. We're at w2mnet.com. It's W2M-movies.net. You'll find us there on a bunch of the podcasts. We're on Patreon. I'm sorry. We're on Instagram at MGS Podcast. We're on Blue Sky, Movies Don't Suck Podcast. We're on Patreon.com/Movies Don't Suck. You guys want shirts? Neil's not wearing it one day, but if you guys want a shirt with their name on it, go to Blackwood Dash Productions at tpublic.com. You'll find it there. Also, search Movies Don't Suck and something new on Bonfire. You'll find more shirts with stuff on there. And anywhere you find podcasts, find Movies Don't Suck and something new. If you guys want a sticker, they're downstairs. But yeah, I have plenty of them. So I don't have money, but they're downstairs, ready for me to send to you for fucking free. So, Neil, do we have a sponsor today?
Fucking free.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what today is?
It's May Day.
It's May Day.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's coming up this weekend.
It's the Star Wars Day.
You know, it's after Star Wars Day.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo! Elote Cafe, home of the Elote champion. And do you know who the Elote champion is?
Lunchador.
Lunchador! Woo! My favorite pro wrestler. But this weekend, starting Saturday at noon, there will be a 3-day festivity. Festivity starts off at 12 p.m. Lucha Libre Wrestling's from 5 to 7 and 8 to 10. There is Chumba Dancing Party with Heather Vanzella.
Cumbia.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Cumbia. Gosh, why do you keep messing me up, man? Late dance party, midnight DJs, music all night, a kids zone with games and activities, margaritas, food, tacos, and full elote menu. Then on Sunday, it is 12 to 9. Festivities open at 12 p.m. with a corn cob derby, a lucha libre wrestling from 1 to 5, where the great Lunchador will defend his elote championship. Kids zone.
What's his intro music?
What?
What's his intro music?
I have it and I can send it to you. I don't know
next time we have him feature on there, I want to be able to play it while you're doing this.
All right, I will be more than happy to. I have his entrance music because I steal that shit from him. But yes, this is what it looks like downtown. Look at that fun time. Like literally, these people have a great time. And you know what else they do there, man?
What's that?
Every second to third Saturday is drag brunch.
Nice.
There. Then every Sunday usually is drag bingo.
Oh yeah.
Over at Elote's as well. I'm talking, these people are just right up your alley for the cool people. Look at that. Elote! But I mean, look at the fun. Look at that downtown.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Elote itself. Look at that. Yeah, out there's some more of the Elote wrestling in downtown Tulsa, which goes on all weekend long. That is Puffy Tacos. They are literally parachuting tacos into the crowd. Free tacos.
And Neil's all about that. I'm about free tacos too. Yeah.
That's the corn cob derby.
Yeah.
That's what the little corn cob derby things are. Oh, there's some of the drag queens from the drag queen brunch. That's Ray Martinez. He is a dude that runs the whole shindig. This is last year. I don't know if you can see anybody behind Lunchador right there.
Do I see your wife right there?
Is that my wife?
Yeah.
That's my wife. But that is Lunchador coming out to to the ring. That's them throwing the puffy tacos off. Man, these came right out of order. That's what the tacos look like there.
Oh, man.
One of the best places.
Nice.
It's going to be a great weekend, guys. Literally, if you don't go, look at that. That's at nighttime when the lights have gone down. I mean, some of these stars are just, that's Superstar. That's the Pandas. That is Canadian Red Devil. I don't know her name. I forgot her name. I forgot his name too, but I love watching him. But of course, there's Ray Martinez as well. But don't forget always the Elote champion, Luchador.
See that interesting. You guys start playing it, but I don't have it. So
yeah, I know. I'll get you the. Okay. I got it somewhere on my. But anyway, everybody, if you have the opportunity, if you're in the Tulsa area, go to downtown, down to Elote Cafe. That is the place that is going to be the wonderful, the amazing, also known as Cinco de Mayo with Luchador and everybody. I'll be there at least 3 different times this weekend. At least 3? At least 3.
Well, I know are you working yet as well?
No, I'm working something else.
Okay, you can't talk about that because.
Yeah, I'm working for the radio all weekend long. I'm the radio all weekend long. Let's see. Can you hear this?
Can I get an order?
What's in?
There we go. Luchador! I love that guy. Anyway, I'm trying to stop it. It won't stop. It won't stop. Stop! Just stop! All right, I'll mute my phone. Anyway, Luchador is going to be there. It's going to be awesome. I'm already in a good mood for it. I'm going to at least make his championship match on Sunday, and I'm going to try to make his match on Monday. But yes, it's going to be great. I'm going to have a good time.
Okay. You ready to talk movies?
Because I support local. Do you support local?
I try.
Do you support the Pink Pony Club?
I do. All right, Neil, let's talk about movies. Let's talk Lock. Directed by David. Oh my God, David Yarovesky. He directed Brightburn. You're a Brightburn from 2019. He directed that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He also directed the Guardians of the Galaxy Inferno music video. So there you go. This is based on a French film, 4x4, written by Gaston Duprat, but Mario Cohn and Michael Arlen Ross helped write the American screenplay. This stars Pete Davidson as Eddie British. I'm sorry, Bill Skarsgård.
It's Bill Skarsgård, even though he's been looking like Pete Davidson the last 4 movies he's been in.
Leave there your conveniences.
Anthony Hopkins is William.
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
This also has Ashley Cartwright as Sarah, but I couldn't find. She's done all sorts. And then Michael Eklund as Carl, which I tried to find. David Sharkey's Butter. But really, all you need to know is about Bill and Anthony in this. Neil, why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for Locked?
A thief breaking into a luxury SUV realizes that he has slipped into a sophisticated game, a psychology horror.
So this is, I guess you'd call it a horror film, right?
Yeah, I would say horror thriller.
Yeah. And so if it's this would have been perfect to show at Panic Fest, I feel like.
Yeah, this is like one of those movies that is just like, man. This is it was very captivating, I thought. Yeah. I really liked the dynamic between Skarsgård and Hopkins characters.
Yeah, and I do want to mention that basically I texted Neil while I was watching. I was like they could have just cast Pete Davidson in Skarsgård part because they look.
But does Pete Davidson have the acting chops to do what Bill Skarsgård did?
No.
And that's not dissing Pete Davidson at all. Pete Davidson's a very funny guy, and he was really good in King of Staten Island and such like that. But this movie was very physical too on the actor.
You need someone who can capture the screen for what is an hour and 40 minutes, and like Pete Davidson's in almost Pete Davidson's basically in every frame of this movie. Not Pete Davidson, Bill Skarsgard in every frame of this movie, and it's he was able to keep together, like, because it's captivating, right? There's interesting things happen. There's sort of like, what would you do in that situation sort of thing, and just kind of like straight up squirmy stuff, and not like cringy but stuff. You're like, oh my god, how would I feel that way? Andy Hopkins, mostly voicing this, but he's also great, and he's.
Oh man, it was great. Like his voice was perfect for it. It's like having James Earl Jones do something, or like having, like another great voice actor taking the part in the movie. It is literally, as soon as you hear him talking, you're like, oh yeah, you are creepy and cynical. And the thing is, Bill Skarsgård had was so like, it's kind of the guy that you're like, oh man, that guy's kind of a scumbag. But at the same time, by the end of the movie, you felt so bad for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did. And so it was also some violent parts of this. So there's definitely some gore. If you want some gore, there's a little bit of that in this. There's gross out parts, and it's just so there's this movie called Lock, basically the same name without the D, where it takes place entirely in a car. And
are you serious? So there's two movies like this?
Yeah, Tom Hardy did a movie called Lock, where it takes place entirely in a car. Not locked in a car, but that's the guy's last name. It's John Locke. But
Tom Hardy has the #1 movie in streaming this week.
What is it?
Havoc over on Netflix.
Oh yeah, we might talk about that maybe, right?
Yeah. It's Tom Hardy. I love Tom Hardy. Anytime that guy does anything, he's like the third Hardy brother, and it's just really cool. I mean, his younger brothers, Matt and Jeff, they're doing great in wrestling. They've been tag team champions like 14 times in WWE. But anyway.
But the movie was called Lock within 2013 with Tom Hardy, and it takes place almost entirely in a car through phone, like kind of like this one, but not at all, really, because this one. It was very interesting and very cool the way this movie was gone through in this one, and I don't know if it kind of, to me, it was a little long. I liked it, but for what it was, which is kind of like, it's an experimental film, I'd say.
Yeah, it is. It's but I liked it because. Name how many, all right, even though Anthony Hopkins is the bad guy overall in this movie and stuff like that, the car is really a monster of its own.
Yeah, it is.
And name how many times cars have been bad guys. What? Both of them were Stephen King. What, Christina and Maximum Overdrive?
Yeah, Christina Maximum Overdrive was Spielberg?
No, Maximum Overdrive was Stephen King.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that.
That's what I'm saying. They're both were Stephen King. Because can you think of another car where the car was like the evil person?
Right, but I would go to say that
those were both possessed, and this one wasn't. Yeah, this was just controlled by someone. But, what's that one movie? Oh, I know what movie. That movie with the evil car in it. Look Who's Talking.
That's Evil Babies.
The cab that John Travolta drove was definitely
okay. Yeah. I forgot about those movies, dude. They made 3 of them. I think that Look Who's Talking, Who's Talking 2, Who's Talking Now, which were the dogs and the cats talking.
Danny DeVito and who's Danny DeVito? Who's the dogs? Oh my gosh, I know Chrissy. I know Roseanne Barr was the baby with the female baby after Bruce Willis. And then the dogs were Bruce Willis and Was it Meryl Streep?
No. I gotta know this. Like, I know, guys, this is not.
I know this
captivating
is like,
podcasting.
Has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But that's gonna kill me. Who's the dogs? Come on.
Okay, so here I'm seeing Tabitha Lupien as Julie, but that was the kid, right? Fuck. Is it Rox?
I thought that was Roseanne Barr. Rox is the dog.
Yeah, Rox, and that's Danny DeVito. So I'm guessing it's either Diane Keaton. There we go. Diane Keaton was
Diane Keaton. Yeah. I knew it was somebody fancy.
Yeah, played Daphne, the kitty cat. And
Daphne, yes. Now we know that. Now you know that about a movie that came out 30 years ago.
Oh, and kind of a shitty movie even. So not that good. Right?
Yeah. So back to Locke though. It was like a really good thriller. The car does take off at some point. The mind fuck that the mind out of screw, or I'm sorry if I wanted to use a more nicer word than fuck.
Why not do like we have a pirate ship, we're on it. We can say whatever we want to say.
All right, but anyway, this movie just like this poor kid just gets messed with so much during the entire movie by Anthony Hopkins. And it is like, is he going to get away? Is he not going to get away? Is the day going to be saved? There's parts in it that were like, it's like, man, that's a little too much that he did to this poor kid.
I like the cars in it. We'll say that.
Yeah, the car it was a Dolus.
Yeah, it's not a real one, but you know.
Yeah, no, it's not real. Oh, there it is. Here's the information. Adola's custom-built Land Rover Defender based SUV. It was designed for the film and is now on display at the Volvo Museum.
Let's go see it. You actually go take a.
Where do you think? Where's the Volvo? Where do you think the Volvo Museum is? I'll look this.
Is it Volvo or a Volo? A Volo.
Volo Museum is. Where do you think it's at?
Volo, Italy. No, I'm sorry, in Illinois. So we can go there.
Yeah, how'd you know it's in Illinois? Did you look it up?
Just now.
I just said don't look it up, and I'll look it up.
Well, sorry, motherfucker.
You just don't listen to me. This is my entire life, guys.
This is the podcast. We're just looking up shit that we don't know while we're doing it.
While we're talking. Chris, what's your rating on this movie?
I'm scoring this as a 3.9. I liked it, but like I said, I thought it ran a little long, and to me that diminished the point of it. But it was for what it was. I liked it. I enjoyed my time watching this.
Yeah. To me, the movie was really good. It did run. What was the time on this? How long did it run?
An hour and 30, hour and a half, which is bad because it's a short movie. You know.
Yeah, that's bad for you. I didn't think it ran long. I thought it was perfect. Okay. Like it kind of did its arch in just a good enough time. The troubles that poor Bill Skarsgard's character goes through is like you feel it. You just feel it. You feel it on your insides.
Yeah.
And I felt this one, and that's what it was.
Okay. Well, so I give it a 3.9. You give it a what?
Oh, shoot. I didn't even say the number. Yeah, I agree with you. 3.9. Okay. I agree with you. 3.9.
All right. So I'm on RottenTomatoes.com right now. Neil, what is the audience score for Locked?
72%.
75%. You're really close.
Oh, it's off by 3%. Damn it.
All right, Neil, what's the critic score for Locked?
63%.
You're again 66%. You're pretty close.
Damn it! I'm always so close.
Critics' consensus is: imagine Bill Skarsgård and Anthony Hopkins in a battle of wits. Locked is loaded with plenty of clever jolts, even if it doesn't quite know where to park the story. So, I'll go ahead and read a bad review and a good review. This is from Eric Childress of Movie Madness Podcast, our rival. Not really. What's up, Eric? He says, there's only so much you can do with two unlikable characters in the car despite game actors. Claustrophobia is lost thanks to both spaciousness and fish eyes, and the film barely has time to make its case against class warfare. Whatever. And here, this is most of it. Like it's like okay. Here's from Abby Bernstein of Assignment X. She says Hopkins is sure and perfectly cast as a erudite sadist who is brave without almost every eventually. So, this is a cute little movie.
It's on VOD right now.
Yeah, it'll probably end up being free and not too long or much cheaper than it was. I paid $15.
It was out in March. It was in the theaters in March for a small run.
Yeah.
And so
it was here and then it disappeared. And then they're like, "Well, you want to pay $15?" I'm like, "I guess I do." So, but yeah, it's.
I guess I'll pay money.
Yeah, it was $10. Sorry, not 15. 15 if I wanted to own it. 9 if I just want to watch it. And I gave money to the studio that I want to make more movies like this. So, Art was cool, and I liked it. You know, it was.
I like it.
It's kind of goofy. Yeah, it was fun.
You're kind of goofy.
Come on. Neil, you got. Are you ready? Are you ready for some news?
Yeah, let's do some news. This is the Movies Don't Suck and Some of Them News. I'm going to give you most important information about stuff you didn't want to know or you'd have looked it up yourself.
All right, what do you got? Lay on me, pal.
Top Gun Maverick is in the danger zone.
What?
As it faces a major lawsuit.
What? For what?
Family and fighting is never fun, but it probably sucks even more when it happens so publicly. So this is what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
The creative team behind Top Gun Maverick, you see, one of the film's credited screenwriters, Eric Zinger, is actually the cousin of screenwriter and visual effects artist Sean Gray, currently suing for a piece of the Tom Cruise fronted pie. Something tells us that they wouldn't be happy about this. In his complaint, he filed that the court system of the Southern District of New York alleges that he worked on the script extensively with singer and director Joseph Kosinski, with the filing claiming that Gray maintained malicious time-stamped files and emails that document and track his writing on these key scenes and his significant contributions to the film and his screenplay, and he was never paid for it.
So he wants to be credited for screenplay writing, or at least additional writing for it, which is fair. But again, it's 3 years since the movie came out, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, when did they just file this? It seems kind of late to do that. Like, why is it bothering you now?
Kind of like, I don't know. Maybe it just took that long to get enough evidence.
I don't know, but you know, I'm all for people getting paid for their work. But if he has proof of it, you know,
if he did it, then give him the money.
Yeah,
give him the money. Mm-hmm. Composer Marco Beltaram is returning to the Scream franchise to do the movie, so that's good. Now let's see here. There is a movie called another found footage movie. That is directed by some guy who did a movie named Barbarian. I never heard of that one before. Ever heard of Barbarian?
Yeah, I fucking love Barbarian, but I haven't seen.
I know. Zach Kruger. Zach Kruger's Weapons, little known as about the movie is.
I want to mention that Zach used to be part of the Wise Kids, you know.
But so part of the creative process of releasing, they're releasing like not behind the scenes footage, but they released a 2 hour, 14 minute and 17 second long footage video of like a YouTube. It's a YouTube channel. There's nothing really striking about the footage other than it shows several different children emerging from their homes in the middle of the night, being really fucking weird and then just disappearing.
That sounds.
But it has something to do with the movie Weapons coming out that they're doing. So it's just like this 2 hour long video that you can go see.
I might watch it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I know. And Josh Brolin is supposedly in it, but they don't know because you can't really see his face. So
I mean, Josh Brolin's all about going out to Goonies 2, which I can't believe that they've been talking about for years. It seems closer than ever that Goonies 2 is to happen. You know.
So, yeah. So do you know Natasha Lyon?
Natasha Lyonne? Yeah.
Yeah, Leon. I'm sorry. Yeah, from Poker Face and all the above. She's going to be directing her first movie of all time coming out. Now, as reported by the Hollywood Reporter, Leon is set to direct a movie and star in, and it's called Uncanny Valley, based on the script she wrote alongside Britt Marling, who will she also feature in the film. The collaboration will be produced by Aristotle, the generative AI studio company that was co-founded by Leona. As the name suggests, Uncanny Valley will blend live action and AI-generated elements. However, expect a heavy dose of the latter as the film made abundant use of the emerging technology.
Okay, I'm like, as long as the movie has the right message, I'm about it, you know?
Yeah, and, as long as it makes special effects and whatever they're doing cheaper.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I guess it depends. Like if it's making a statement about AI, I can see them doing it. But again, I want actors and people who are artists to have work and not be replaced by a machine. You know what I mean?
I definitely want to replace you with a machine.
Okay.
Well, all the time.
We'll wait till that happens.
All the time. Number one in the Billboards, the Billboard chart. Yeah, let me speak English again.
You want to cut it out?
Number one on the Billboard. No.
Box office.
No, it is now. I'm sorry. It is now number 56 on the Billboard tops. This song is only a whopping 34 seconds long and is now number 56 on the position on the Billboard charts. Done by Jack Black himself. The song Lava Chicken, Steve's Lava Chicken from Minecraft, is now in the top 50.
God damn it. TikTok.
Now remember,
TikTok, why are you doing this to us? For real.
La 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 lava chicken, Steve's lava chicken, yes, tasty as hell. Oh, mama, see you now, you're ringing the bell. Crispy and a juicy, now you're having a snack. Ooh, super savvy, it's a lava attack.
So
that's
Nick,
the whole song.
And are you a TikTok user?
I mean, I go there and look at stuff every now and then, but I don't really post.
I just
anything.
want guitar videos. That's what all that one is. Guitar videos and every now and then a little bit of academic shit. But yeah, that's all mine is. They know me so well. Not that well. Actually, not that well because it's all kinds of weird conservative shit. Because it's strange, but I've been trying to fix it.
So. You want to hear the coolest marketing thing that has ever happened in movie marketing ever in the entire world?
Yeah, I do. Of course I do.
Lionsgate Film has pulled one of the best tricks yet, courtesy of the best musicians ever in cinema, the Four Horsemen. The studio launched a giant billboard in Times Square, New York on the 29th. And you could go for the anticipation of when the time would come to the end. It would show the trailer of Now You See Me, Now You Don't, the third Now You See Me movie. When people clicked with their phone on the QRC code, they would be surprised with a payment of $119.16 would automatically be added to their Venmo.
I fucking should have done that.
Well, you'd had to been downtown. You'd had to been downtown Times Square. That's the only place you could have done it.
Okay, that makes sense. So if you were to scan the QR code, they'd be like, okay, and that's pretty cool, right?
According to the Hollywood Reporter, Lionsgate ended up giving away $250,000 in digital payments a result of the marketing.
But it's a great marketing tool. It really is. I imagine like Everyone's like, yeah, take a picture of this thing. People were driving their cars to get $119.19. But since the third one's coming out, I now have to actually watch these movies. I've not seen now.
Yeah, I hope you do. I mean, that's your fault, man. If you didn't see Mark Ruffalo and Morgan Freeman and Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg as something that you want to put your eyeballs on,
dude,
you got some problems. Daniel Radcliffe, Daniel Radcliffe's in them. Who else is in it? God damn, there's like this. Michael Caine. Let's see, who else is in this? I'm trying to think of all the names, but there's so many.
Why do I think Tom Holland was in it? He was in it, right? Tom Holland?
No.
Okay. Whatever. I will watch some.
David Franco.
Okay. When we do these, I will have watched number 1 and 2 because I do that for the next movie. But yeah.
The greatest actor in the last decade, Mr. Come on.
Fuck you. Tell me what it is. I'm not going through a bunch of actors to say the best.
You only need to say one. Come on. The best actor in the last decade.
Dude, I cannot do
We didn't even know. You didn't even know he existed a decade ago.
Okay, well, tell me who he is.
Pedro Pascal.
Okay.
Yes. Has said one of the boldest claims in the history of cinema. On the red carpet of the Star Wars celebration in Japan. Whoa, what the heck?
What's going on?
Sorry about that. Okay. My computer just decided to go wacko.
Like Jacko?
You're going to have to give me a second to find... I must have accidentally hit the marketing thing on the side. All right, here we go. So... including his movie coming up, The Mandalorian and Grogu, he had the high praise for both sets. The creator-director, Jon Favreau, noting that the series alone had some of the most incredible sets that I've ever seen in my life, and that the way to top that in the movie is nothing I thought was possible. He then added, there have been so many instances where I've just looked back at John and said directly to him, how the hell did you just do that? I think he's a genius. And then I realized that he is my Jedi master. The overview that he has the kind of storytelling in terms of the world building, the characters, old and new, and the casting. He's just a genius. And so the sets match the standard completely. And this might be the greatest Star Wars movie of all time.
So I have a quick question. When it comes to people that don't watch the series online, but they just know Star Wars, do you think they'll be able to follow The Mandalorian? Are they going to set it written that way so when you watch it...
come on. 100%. I mean, this is John... I mean, come on.
Yeah, he would be able to do that. He would do that for us, right?
He's a genius when it comes to stuff like that.
Okay, so we'll be able to... So you can bring your person who's not a Star Wars person to this movie and they'd be able to follow the plot, right? I would say that.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
The director of Top Gun Maverick, Mr. Dan Gilroy, is now going to be making another sequel, reboot, remake, whatever you want to say.
Can I guess what it is? Can I guess what it is?
Guess what it is.
Roads of Thunder.
No.
Okay.
The greatest 1980s television show of the entire 1980s.
I don't know. There's a bunch of shows from the 80s that...
No, there's a bunch of shows, but the number one show in the 1980s, and you can see this by viewership, you can see this because all the music from that show influenced everything in the 1980s, and it also talked about cocaine, fast boats, Pascal Colors, and Miami, Florida. That's right. Miami Vice is getting another remake, reboot, whatever.
This is like the third one. This is like the third remake of it.
I think it's the second one, buddy.
They tried to revive Miami Vice as a television series for a bit, and that ran for one season. You know? I
know. I mean, it was Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx that did the last one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And it just didn't really feel right.
Okay.
And it's nothing against them. It's nothing against them. It's just what it is. All right. Coming ahead, Well, actually, what day was this? This was 3 days ago. As of 3 days ago, the studio that brought you the wonderful movie Megan, which is bringing you Megan 2.0, which is coming out soon, Blumhouse.
Yeah, M3,
yeah. Has released Megan on YouTube for you to go watch. You can go watch the original Megan without going to a streaming network. You can go watch it right now on YouTube, so you can catch up before Megan 2.0 come out.
So Megan's a really interesting thing because it was originally written to be like a hard R film, like horror film, but it got so much play on like TikTok that they retold it to be kind of a comedy, PG-13. But Neil, you've actually seen the unrated version, haven't you?
Yes.
And
it was just like a little more gore and stuff. It wasn't that bad.
What do you think? Which one's better, though? The unrated or the original theatrical showing?
The unrated one.
Okay,
the unrated one.
Right,
Yeah, just had a little more fun to it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Okay.
That was nice.
Okay.
Okay. I already told you earlier about Tom Hardy's movies, number one of the week. Beetlejuice is going to be streaming on Netflix, even though they don't really own it. They're just buying the rights of it for a couple of weeks till right before Wednesday comes out.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Of course, you have to do that. Have you watched it again yet, or just not watch it?
I will watch whatever. Yeah. I'm big on all that. Robert Rodriguez was recently in an interview, and he hasn't said exactly where they're at, but he says the Adelita Battle Angel 2 set is built on his set campus, and the production is going, but he didn't say where they're at anywhere in it.
I know you guys like Adelita Battle Angel. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I know you're a big fan, so I'm excited for you.
Well, you're not a big fan of anything that's good, so it's
I just don't want to be bad.
I'm just kidding you.
Yeah. It's okay.
All right. Let's see. Sinners
Yes.
has now got a bigger push at the box office now, because one of the biggest legends in the movie industry has said it is the greatest movie in the last 5 years. And that push is coming from none other than Tom Cruise.
Okay. I mean, I think there are other bigger names that would bring more people to, but I fucking love Sinners. I've said it's my best movie I've seen in the last 5 years. Probably one of the few movies
he even tweeted about it, and he even said, "Congratulations to Ryan, Michael, and the entire cast and crew. This is a must-see movie. You must see it in the cinema, and you must stay through the end credits."
It's getting a re-release, 70mm IMAX re-release. So I can't wait.
Yes, I know.
I might go see it. I might go see it. I might drag Leo along.
Dude.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Alien Romulus, which is a good movie that me and Chris really, really loved. They're, of course, working more on doing another set for that.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems the next project after that is another Alien versus Predator with the same people that did Alien Romulus.
So they're going to do it right, I imagine, right? Like they're going to make a good one.
They have to. They've only done it like 2 other times. They got like third time's a charm.
Yeah.
Is that the word?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Hey guys, do you like? No, that's okay. Don't worry, guys. They all know we own dogs.
Okay.
Hey guys, do you want to throw popcorn? Do you want to throw a chicken in the crowd? Do you want to get crazy at the movie theater? That's awesome, because now you can. There are now special showings of the Minecraft movie called the Block Party Screenings, where you are allowed to talk. People aren't allowed to shush you. You're allowed to be loud, boisterous, and crazy as you want. Starting Friday, May 2nd, there'll be select theaters across the entire markets called the Block Party Markets. All right, so this Star Wars Day, you can go to the theater and see, because its 25th anniversary. That's right. Or 20th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now, the reason I'm talking about this, and because you can go to the theater anytime to see half of the movies that existed. Like, there's always special things. Why I'm talking about this is the next movie we're about to talk about, Star Wars 3, the Revenge of the Sith, was #1 at the box office this past weekend. Not only that, it has now beat any re-released movie as the #1 movie at a box office of a re-released movie of that much time.
Well, okay, so we can talk about this. I think Episode 3 is the best of the prequels.
Yes, we all agree with that.
Okay, yeah.
And because of that, because of them not showing Mace Windu die, we're probably going to get a Mace Windu movie.
I mean, what isn't Sam Jackson almost 80 now?
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
Samuel says he can do it. Okay. Samuel can do it.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll give that.
All right, we got two more. One added to Spider-Man: Brand New Day. The new movie coming out with Tom Holland. They did get one of the original actors back in the movie. That's right. Mr. J. Jonah Jameson himself is signed up to do the movie. J.K. Simmons is going to be returning to the role as the man who hates Spider-Man.
Jack Santa, right?
Jack Santa. And last but not least, Ketchup Entertainment, who has saved Coyote versus Acme, and will be releasing this movie next year, has just gotten a full-on signed deal where he's going to do this for free. That's right. To motivate and to go out there and tell everybody about this movie, to go do interviews, to go do whatever. Mr. Will Forte will be more than happy to go out there and tell everybody about Coyote versus Acme, because he wanted this movie to be out there more than anything in the world. He goes, I never thought it'd happen, so it just came out of nowhere, so I am thrilled. Thank you, Ketchup Entertainment. I'm so excited for the people to see this movie. I'm going to come promote the living crap out of it. Just tell me what they're going to tell me what to do and where to go, and I'm going to go and I'm going to do whatever. If I have to climb to the top of Mount Everest and promote it, I will be there.
I will. If someone asked me to do that, I'd be like, I'm not going to Everest. I'll do all the other places, so I'm not climbing Everest.
You're like, I'm not doing Mount Everest. People die on that thing. Yeah. But Chris, man, I mean, that's the news.
That's the news, all right.
That was the Movies Don't Suck and Some of Them News. I read a bunch of stuff to Chris because he's blind in both eyes because I stabbed him with a fork.
Mm-hmm. Are we already talking about the accountant too? I think we were talking about the accountant too. Right?
The Accountant 2, starring Daredevil, Punisher.
Hold on. This Accountant 2 is directed by Gavin O'Connor.
Joan Jameson.
Shit. Hold on. 1 second, Neil.
Now what? Are you killing people?
We kind of have the same issue last week, but I think I can fix it this easy. But yeah, this is directed by Gavin O'Connor. He directed the first Accountant. Did you know, Neil? First Accountant. Directed by this guy.
Yes, I know. Oh yeah, let's see. So everybody in this movie, I think, has been in an MCU thing.
Really? Interesting.
Cynthia Addai. Oh my God, it's your junk. We're staring at your junk. Chris, why are we looking at your junk?
I just want everyone to see my junk, dude. Is that a problem?
Oh my, no, yes. Go to your OnlyFans for that, bro.
I got it. So, Gavin O'Connor directed the first one, and I'm sorry, guys, this is so fucking stupid of me. Okay. All right, there we go.
Chris is having a bad time in the city tonight.
Yeah.
His machine's dying.
Yeah. So this is written by Bill Dubuque. This stars Ben Affleck as Christian Wolf.
I'm smack dab in the middle of my right guy.
That's not Ben Affleck.
That's John Bernthal, but hey, good try.
Yeah, this is Ben Affleck.
Every day I come by your house and I pick you up. And we go out, we have a few drinks and a few laughs, and it's great.
And then John Bernthal as Braxton.
I'm smack dab in the middle of my right goddamn mind. And
also, Cynthia Addai-Robinson is in this.
The faithful believe that when the petals of the white tree fall.
And J.K. Simmons as Ray King.
I'm upset.
Say it so the whole band can hear you.
I'm upset.
Louder!
You'll say it louder.
No.
Okay. And Daniel Pineda is his Nate in this.
Watch out. I can't.
That's good. And he wants to go through this one for the account too.
When her former boss is killed by an unknown assassin's treasury agent, Mary Beth Madden is forced to contract Christian Wolf to solve the murder. With the help of his estranged but highly lethal brother Brax, Chris applies his brilliant mind and less than legal methods to piece together the unsolved puzzle. As they get closer to the truth, the trio draw attention of some of the most ruthless killers alive, all intent on putting a stop to their search.
I love the buddy comedy aspect of this.
Oh my God, Chris! All right, hey, let me talk. Let me start this off.
Okay.
One of the things I hate more than anything in the world is the packed theater. Even though I know I want theaters to be packed, I don't like people everywhere all the time around me.
Crowding you.
Yeah. I don't like crowding on me, and so I happened to find one seat in this crowded theater that nobody was near me, and that was cool. But I would not want to see this movie any other way but with a full theater, because this movie laughs. Oh, what? Like, really? Like people were talking during this movie, not talking like, blah, 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 but talking like, oh, I can't believe that shit just happened. That's crazy. What? Like, it was nuts. This movie.
It's a lot of fun. It's a really fun movie.
This is like a perfect action movie.
Oh yeah.
This was a perfect action movie. You get the smart guy, you get the deadly guy, you get the both of the characters. Since now we know this is going to be a trilogy, they get both characters like building like themselves throughout the movie. Becoming more characters and stuff. Now, originally, when this was said to be a sequel, this was not going to be a sequel. What it was all going to be was it was going to be a television series.
Okay.
And the thing is, I kind of want that series now.
If it's all like this, then yeah.
Yeah, because like the chummy buddyship between Ben Affleck's Kristen character and John Berthnall's Braxton character, the relationship between the two of them, like without spoiling anything, there's this one scene where they're at a bar, and it is a cowboy bar, and that whole scene. There's a line in them like that Ben Affleck says, well, I'm not going to say exactly what's going on, but Ben Affleck goes, all right. Well, my brother was bored anyway, so this will give him something to do. And I was just like, oh!
That's what makes this movie. Is those two characters together. I didn't want a romantic movie because there's a little bit of romance in the last one. We got since there is none in this one, just sort of brotherly love, I guess. That makes it all better for it. It's all the better for
those two brothers have seen each other like since they literally make it that they haven't seen each other since the last movie.
Yeah.
So 8 years is what they put in front. And the thing is, the first movie was kind of like, it was kind of a surprise when it all comes down to when it comes down to the action, because it starts off kind of like, oh, this is just a mad genius, blah, 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 and he's probably going to get caught up with something. But then by the time you get through that one, it's like almost a different movie by the end. And this one, is a completely different, like, it plays on that aspect of Ben Affleck's character and just goes into it. And literally, we brought in the universe just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we find out who's helping Ben Affleck and all that, the above. And that really is something that brings it into, like, the movie even more.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. Like, I had a great time watching it. I wasn't having a great week, but this one helped it a bit because it was a really fun movie. Like you were saying, like, it brought you a little bit extra of learning about what's going on. And I really believe that if you haven't seen the first one, you can still enjoy this one a lot. That's why I truly believe that.
Yeah. I mean, because they throw back to the first movie a couple times, but I mean, they make it very clear that, we did a job in Chicago 8 years ago.
Yeah, there are people that helped us. Yeah,
and there's some people that helped us. Oh, here's some of those people that helped us.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a deep thinker. It's not that difficult. It's very, very easy of a movie to follow. It's very fun, and just that relationship between Cynthia Addai-Robinson, Ben Affleck, and Braxton, Kristen, and Mary Beth, like that, the atmosphere between those three when they get together on the screen together, they're all three like champs. They all know that they all know how to do the acting job, and they brought it. They're like, oh, we're gonna knock this one out of the park.
And like, before John Wick, there were action movies, and now after John Wick, there are action movies like this, with this is a fun movie. It's just a fun movie, and I just want people to. Most of the time I roll my eyes at sequels, but this one just takes it with such a fresh take on the second one,
Yeah, and that's the thing, and like literally the fact I have up right now, O'Connor revealed plans that this was already going to be a trilogy. The filmmaker categorizes the third one as a buddy film, calling it Rain Man on steroids.
Well, I guess so.
Because this one is just like a meeting of the brothers again, and they finally decide, okay, maybe we should hang out.
And there's some really cool action sequences in this, like really cool, and it's just
one with just Ben Affleck alone, at the beginning, where it was just like, damn, and it's like brutal, like it's just fucking like, brutal. It just came out of nowhere. It was just like,
And the interesting thing about this is a lot of times I had fun with action movies, only just getting off the action. I was engaged by the talk in this, like it's not Pulp Fiction, but I was engaged with the dialogue like I was in Pulp Fiction. It's
the dialogue, the way they spoke to each other, the way the information was exchanged back and forth. And
John Bernthal's character is so fucking likable,
yeah. And I love that part where there's a part in it where Ben Affleck's like, what's the best way to make this noise?
Oh yeah.
And the lady just looks at him like, "What are you doing?" "Well, I'm waiting for you to be done so I can do what I do." And it's just like, he told you to just get the fuck out so he can do what he can do. And it was a great time. Like, this is like if someone's like, do you want me to watch The Accountant or do you want me to watch The Accountant 2? I'd be like, I'd want you to watch Accountant 2.
Yeah, I think it's a better one. I think it's a better movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I again love the fact that Anna Kendrick was not in this movie. Like, and nothing against Anna Kendrick. I love Anna Kendrick, and she's good in the right movie. Like in Mr. Right with Sam Rockwell. That knocked it out of the park in that one. And that one, I just didn't see that I wanted to see a love interest with Ben Affleck's character. So, like, it kind of made it weird.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of like, she's kind of loving on him,
and he's
and
he's in his 50s and she's like 20 something. You know, it's like,
yeah, and well, he's also autistic or whatever you want to call it, and so it kind of it just made it weird. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Have you watched Living on the Spectrum, by the way? Have you watched Living on the Spectrum on Netflix?
No, I Love on the Spectrum. No, I haven't, dude. No, I can't. That's just, I just feel like they're exploiting.
No. They're definitely not. I promise you.
All right. Well, I'll give it a gander.
Okay.
All right. But anyway, yeah, but this was like one of those movies. Like The Accountant was really good. I love The Accountant, but they didn't need Anna Kendrick in this one. And plus, at the end of The Accountant, they even show that she wasn't part of what's going to happen next anyway.
Yeah.
So like, you know, it's a movie that's been out 8 years. Am I allowed to? I don't know. I'm not going to spoil it. That's I want people to go watch these movies.
Yeah.
Accountant 2 is great. I would go watch it. If you could go watch it in the theater, do. They got the explosions. But the thing is, watching it with a crowd for the people going to be laughing at the same jokes you're laughing at, that was far none. That just made this movie 10 times better in my book. Because you can sit at home and you're going to give a little snicker. But we're on it when you start at a theater and the way that this movie progresses, there's enough laughs that you finally get after 2 or 3 laughs. So you're like, okay, we're going to be laughing this whole movie. We're just going to need to get over that.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess it's your turn to give the score for this one.
4.2, man.
I'm
really
right there
like
with
this
you.
one.
I'm right there with you. This was like, just so fun. You know, like
this is just a fun, great action movie.
It doesn't ask a whole lot for you. It's engaging the whole time.
Doesn't need you to bend your imagination like the car can go into outer space, or doesn't make it so like they're doing crazy kung fu news. And by any means, do I love movies that do that? Yes, I love that.
Yeah,
but at the same time, this one keeps it realistic, keeps it pretty real. It's there's a few things they bend, but it's just enough that it's not too far-fetched out there on what they're bending out there.
I had I had a blast watching it. Really, just like this is just it was almost like comfort food. It felt like
yeah. I would literally right now, if they released a 20-hour fucking series with Ben Affleck and John Bernthal as the two main people playing these two characters. I don't care if they're just at a Waffle House ordering waffles. I would watch it just because I know that banter back and forth will be great.
And I pinpointed what I think we like this so much is it has heart.
Yeah, it does. It does have heart.
And me and Neil, big softies, we love the hearts in the movie. So Accountant 2. Neil, I'm on RotterdamTomatoes.com right now. What is the audience score for The Accountant 2?
87%.
92%.
Wow, yeah, I'm off by just a couple today.
There's an audience says. The audience says Affleck and Bernthal made compelling leads in The Accountant 2, a violence-packed sequel that cruises enough humor and heart you can take to the bank. God, I hate that. I hate that fucking have fun. All right, Neil, what is the critic score for The Accountant 2?
82.
Certified fresh, but sitting 6%.
Well,
yeah.
That critic that lowered that should get smacked.
Yeah, let's give the smackdown. Its critic consensus is improving on the original by leaning into Ben Affleck and John Bernthal's buddy comedy chemistry. The Accountant 2 could safely be filed under a good time at the movies. I'm going to give you a bad review and a good review. This is from Michael Compton at Bowling Green Daily News. He says, The Accountant 2 has decided to pick one specific lane and focus attention in that direction. This really could have worked. As it is, it's the second time in the series where a potentially good film is buried in murky final product. I don't know what he's talking about, Neil. I don't. You and
I don't either.
I had a really good time.
Duba.
Yeah, Duba.
Duba, man.
Yeah, Duba for real. But this is from Kyle Logan, the Chicago Reader, says, this movie works best not as an action thriller, but as a dramedy about strange brothers figuring out how to be in each other's lives. Oh, this is not really a good review on actual good review on this one because it ends like it's Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Richard Barton, of Mad About Movies podcast. We talked about this last one. While it's technically a sequel, it certainly feels more in line with Air and the general ethos around artist equity and the breezy films for adults mission they seem to have said accomplish. A good time for adults at the movies. Yeah, it's a good movie. We had a good time watching this. Me and Neil want you to go see it in theaters because theaters are fun and you'll be with the like-minded folk if they're there to see The Accountant like you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Neil. I think I'm gonna give our deeds and we'll get out of here.
Let's do it, buddy.
You can find some.
Oh, everybody! Hey! All you people watching, because there's more people watching now than there was at the beginning. Cinco de Mayo, Elote Cafe. Go see Luchador, the greatest pro wrestler of all time.
Someone commented said it's amazing. I don't know if they're talking about, but this was like I just saw.
That is your brother.
Yeah, Matt. He said it's. I don't know what we were talking about 20 minutes ago.
Well, the other day he saw me naked and he thought it was amazing.
He was like, he pointed. He's like, that's amazing. But
well, it was 4 minutes ago, so I'm guessing something about the movie.
Okay. You can find us on moviesonsuck.net. We're at facebook.com/moviesonsuck podcast. We're at Instagram TS podcast. We're on Blue Sky Movies Don't Suck podcast. I'll start posting on there this weekend. Guys, also I want to mention 5 episodes have just been posted for Panic Fest. You guys, we had a great time while listening to those. We had a good time. Also, we're on patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We're on. If you guys want a shirt, go to TeePublic. Search Blackwood Dash Productions. You'll find a shirt there. Also, if you want other shirts, go to Bonfires Movies Don't Suck and something new. I think some of those have our face on them. If you want our ugly mugs on their body. And anywhere you find podcasts, Movies Don't Suck and something new, Neil. What do we use for small businesses?
If you got a small business, let us know. We're more than happy to advertise you right here. Just like the Pink Pony Club, we'll give you free advertisement right here because I love the Pink Pony Club. You owe me, see me dancing at the Pink Pony. Okay, but no, give us the information. We'll be more than happy to support you right here and give you to our thousands of listeners, our millions of followers right here on Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do.
Just I want you guys to know that Neil's new favorite song is Pink Pony Club. I heard him play it like 6 times when he was over.
It's been for like the last 3 months, bro. It just makes me happy that, the story about a lady that,
finds
that leaves.
Finds her place. Yeah.
The Midwest and then finds who she is. That just, it hits me right at the heart, bro. Right at the heart.
Well, let's,
That's another edition of Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter how hard you make in life, just take into account that sometimes you get locked in and locked out of the things that you don't need to be anywhere near. Have a good day.
Yeah, guys.